Gas prices climbing to their highest in 8 months, right in the midst of the summer driving season.
The gas prices are on the uptick once again throughout the tri-state, and they're expected to surge in the coming months as well.
Gas prices have spiked, averaging $3.75 a gallon, according to AAA.
It comes to gas prices here in Houston, it's not our love that's making those prices climb higher.
Are you dreading the rising gas prices this summer? Well, get ready for even worse news. Gas prices are expected to skyrocket in August as supply faces a massive drop. That's right, the high temperatures that are keeping drivers at home are also preventing oil refineries from producing gasoline. And with Saudi Arabia reducing its oil exports, the supply of gasoline in the US is only going to get worse. So, what does this mean for you? It means that you're going to be paying a lot more for gas in August. The national average gas price is already at $3.73 per gallon, and it's expected to reach $4 per gallon by the end of the month. Hello, and welcome back to Serious Coinage. In this video, we'll discuss the rising gas prices this summer as a new round of increases has emerged after a prolonged period of low pricing. Experts attribute the recent spike in oil prices to several causes, including decreased global supply and the effects of this summer's high heat on refineries. What follows is essential information. Prices for gas have been steadily climbing for the past year and a half, causing significant stress for many Americans, and it appears that this trend will continue as the United States has seen a significant increase in summer gas prices. Americans who had assumed the days of sky-high gas costs were over are now facing a new set of challenges due to these hazardous combinations. In Florida, the price of gasoline increased from $3.45 per gallon to $3.67 per gallon, and in Pennsylvania, the price of gasoline increased from $3.70 per gallon to $3.83 per gallon in the last week of June. California continues to have the highest gas prices in the United States at $4.95 a gallon. So, why are petroleum prices increasing once more? Well, we list a few of the reasons why gas prices have been increasing. The intense heat and heat waves seen globally in summer 2023 are mostly responsible for the increase in gas prices in the United States. Gas prices have gone up again because of the warmer than average summer in the northern hemisphere. Why are high temperatures causing high gas prices? There are two primary reasons why elevated temperatures result in higher petroleum prices. One reason is that the rising cost of gasoline is partly due to the fact that more people are turning on their air conditioners to beat the heat. Another contributing factor is that many oil refineries reduce their production capacity due to precautionary measures as temperatures rise. According to the American Automobile Association (AAA), the national average price of a gallon of normal unleaded gasoline increased by 13 cents in the last week of July, reaching to $3.71. This price is the most it has been in 8 months.
According to AAA, the cost of regular is now above $4 a gallon in 11 states.
Since oil makes up about half of the price of a gallon of gasoline, higher pump costs are mostly attributable to rising oil prices. But other analysts assert that this summer's heat wave that blanketed the nation has only served to drive up pump prices even higher. Refineries, which process crude oil into gasoline and other useful products, are hampered by the high temperatures. The heat may keep people at home, but at the same time, it also prevents refineries from producing refined products. Temperatures at refineries often range from freezing to boiling, or from 0 to 35 degrees Celsius, depending on the specific refinery. They avoid areas with severe temperatures because of the inherent threat they provide. They reduce output for safety reasons, which reduces supply. According to GasBuddy's head of petroleum analysis, Patrick DeHaan, if refiners in your region have lower or falling utilization rates, you're more likely to see gas prices rise, which might mean that individuals in that area would have to pay more for gas. Saudi Arabia cuts oil supplies. It may raise U.S. gas costs. Apart from high temperatures causing higher gas prices, OPEC Plus alliance members had reduced their crude output. For instance, Saudi Arabia began cutting back its oil exports to the world economy by 1 million barrels per day in July. For Americans, this might imply an increase in petrol costs. Russia's exports are down too. According to George Leon, Senior Vice President of Oil Markets Research at Rystad Energy, the latest cut would certainly increase oil prices in the short term, but its long-term impact would depend on whether Saudi Arabia decided to prolong it. If you have made it this far into the video, let us know in the comments about the rising gas prices. Are you concerned about the impact they will have on your budget? What are you doing to save money on gas? In 2023, why will gas prices rise again? The energy analyst at Oil Price Information Service, Tom Clausa, remarked, refiners in Texas, Louisiana, Tennessee, and other states are struggling to operate anywhere near their maximum rates. When temperatures are in the 100s, even the most experienced petroleum engineers find it challenging to operate at peak efficiency. Patrick DeHaan reported a nationwide drop in refinery utilization in the last week of July, down to 93.6%. Similarly, refineries produced 9.5 million less barrels of gasoline and 4.8 million fewer barrels of distillate fuel than the previous week. According to Patrick DeHaan, refineries on the West Coast had the biggest fall, 2.4%, to 90.9%, followed by refineries on the Gulf Coast, 1.5%, to 93.3%, and refineries in the Midwest, 1.1% to 97.7%. These percentages indicate how much of a region's total capacity was used for oil refining. These figures are significant because the lower the utilization, the lower the production, which has a direct influence on local cost of fuel. Which states currently have the highest gas prices? As usual, some regions of the United States are seeing higher gas prices than others, owing to a variety of reasons, including periodic maintenance at local refineries and a lack of supply in other areas. The AAA reported that California had the highest gas prices in the US at the start of August, with an average price of $5.01 a gallon. Oregon and Washington were the next two, with $4.96 and $4.92 respectively. Mississippi had the lowest average price per gallon at around $3.29, followed by Louisiana and Alabama at $3.39 and $3.40 respectively. Will the cost of oil increase in August? Gas prices are mostly influenced by oil prices, which increased by $10 a barrel in July and reached a 3-month high in the last week of July. Gasoline and other refined goods now cost 24 cents more per gallon as a result of rising raw crude prices. According to Natasha Kaneva, head of global commodity strategy at JP Morgan, supply and pricing are being affected by production cutbacks from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and its allies, as well as sanctions on Iran, Venezuela, and Russia, which are changing global oil supply. Do gas stations just price outrageously high? Probably not. The profit margin on a gallon of retail gasoline has dropped to around 27 cents from $1 a year earlier. On the other hand, retailers need fuel margins of at least 30 cents a gallon to offset rising labor and other costs. For the time being, crude oil producers and refiners will profit from the return of inflation to energy prices rather than consumers. When will gas prices start to decline? Gasoline prices in the United States are extremely sensitive to the price of crude oil. The price of a barrel of U.S. benchmark crude West Texas Intermediate has been over $80 since the 28th of July. According to Tom Clausa, OPIS's worldwide head of energy analysis, it represents a $12 increase since July 3rd. The future of gas prices in the next weeks is uncertain. The heat is predicted to subside as autumn approaches, but storms are always a risk. Gas prices may rise or fall as a result of hurricane-related refinery shutdowns. Recent record-breaking heat in the Gulf of Mexico has added a new dimension of peril. However, there are a few things you can do to improve your fuel economy and save money by reducing how often you have to fill up. Experts mention routinely checking tire pressure as a vital routine is one good way to reduce fuel costs. It's not only unsafe to drive around with underinflated tires, but it's also not the most cost-effective way to go, as you're not maximizing your fuel efficiency. Moreover, using cruise control, not filling your tank to the brim, and minimizing the weight in your trunk are a few measures to save money. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe for more.